Hey, what is up? It's May and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a Tarja-era Nightwish album and song ranking. So you may be wondering why I'm doing this now instead of at the end, but I will preface this video by saying that I find it very difficult to rank this earlier material against their later material because it sounds completely different. Like, I can't rank a song against another song where two different people are singing. Like, that's not gonna work for me, and their style changed completely. So I'm gonna do my ranking now, and then I will just say, like, off of each album what my favorite songs are for the future videos. But I wanted to do this now because, like, I have a definitive ranking for this and not so much for the other ones. Like, I definitely have my favorite songs off of the other albums, but it just wouldn't have worked. So that's why we're doing this now. If this is the first video you're seeing on my channel, I do a lot of breakdown album reviews where I talk about my opinions and the lyrics. It would be really cool if you subscribed if you'd like to see more content. I have done all the Tarja solo albums and the Nightwish discography so far, and I'll be continuing with it after this. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the album ranking. And for this, I'm just doing their 5 main albums, not counting the EP because there are only like 3 songs on it besides live versions. So at the number 5 bottom slot, we have Angels Fall First. I don't think that is much of a shock. I still enjoy it. I like it. I would listen to it. I just think that it's when they were still kind of trying to find their sound. It is super unique in that it has kind of acoustic vibes on it, and it's definitely a good album. I just don't like it as much as their other albums. And then in 4th place, we have Oceanborn, just continuing right along. I like a lot of the songs on that album, but it has probably the most skips after Angels Fall First. Like, I don't listen to all the songs, and so for that reason that's why it's there. Also just because I feel like they got better and developed after that. And then this is where it gets interesting. I feel like Thomas would not be happy with this, but anyway, this is my opinion. So in slot 3 we have Once. I know that like he thought that was their best to date when they came out with that album, and it is really good. It used to be my favorite album, okay? It used to be when I first got into Nightwish, but it is not anymore. I just realized that I enjoy it, I like it, but I don't love most of the songs on it the way I do for Wishmaster and Century Child. Like, I feel more strongly about the songs on those albums. Also, Once does have a couple skips for me still, so that's why it's there. It's still amazing, okay? It's just not my favorite anymore. In 2nd place is Wishmaster. It's just full of bangers. Like, it has their classic Wishmaster on it and just a bunch of other bangers. It has Dead Boy's Poem, it has Beautiful, Two for Tragedy. It is just a banger. Like, I don't think I would skip anything except Fantastic. And then number 1, obviously at this point we all know what's left, is Century Child, and not just because it's purple. If you didn't know, it's my favorite color. That album is my favorite, and it took me a while to realize this. Like, it was hard when I came to the realization that that was my favorite, and actually that and Wishmaster I would put over Once, but it is true. I love every single song on it. The bonus tracks are like not my favorites, but every song on like the main album is perfect, and I feel like I relate, not necessarily relate, but like that the lyrics are just more accessible on that album, I guess, than the other ones. I guess that's kind of my reasoning for it. And just, I like the songs the best on that one. And then for songs, okay, I have to get out my notes for this. Okay, we'll start with the honorable mentions. I know that this is technically giving you 15 songs, but I just have to include these, okay? My honorable mentions are Tune in Common from Angels Fall First, because it slaps. Angels Fall First from Angels Fall First. Two for Tragedy from Wishmaster. I feel like I betrayed Two for Tragedy. Like, it used to be my favorite ballad, and now it got booted to the honorable mentions, because I love all their ballads, as we know. I'm like obsessed. It's still beautiful. I just rank other ones above it now. Also Sleeping Sun. It's perfect, but there are other ballads and songs that I like more now. Oh, that was only 4. We'll say Over the Hills and Far Away, even though it's technically a cover. That counts, right? Yeah. That's my other honorable mention. Okay, coming in at number 10 is White Knight Fantasy. It is a bonus track from Once, and it's really underrated. Like, no one ever talks about the song, and they never did it live. I mentioned it in my Once video that Tarja did it live on her own, but they never did it live as a band, which is quite sad because it's so good, and it just It sounds so like unique and different from their other songs. The way Tarja sings it is unique, and the lyrics are just so comforting, I guess. Like, I put this on, I remember when I studied abroad, I like made this super extensive playlist timed for my airplane ride. So it'd be like, okay, like I think I'm gonna try to sleep around here, and I'd like put slower songs on the playlist. And this is one of them because I wanted a song that would sound like a comforting lullaby, and it does. Track 9. Number 9. We have Forever Yours. This is gonna be controversial, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like this is not like your average Nightwish top 10. This one is also underrated in my opinion. It's from Center Child. It's a ballad, and I'm just repeating myself from what I talked about in that video, but I literally cried the first time I listened to it because it just sounded so sad. And this is, I guess, what I mean with Center Child having more accessible lyrics. Like, it evoked emotion in me right away. I understood it without having to like be like, what is this biblical reference and this and this? Like, the lyrics are very clear. Not all of them, but like it all, and maybe it's that it's a concept album too, like connecting to like the loss of innocence and unrequited love, having everything fit together like that I really like. I don't know, but anyway, so this song is just super sad and beautiful. And then at number 8 we have Bless the Child, also from Center Child, because it's a banger. At number 7 we have Feel For You. I feel like someone's gonna get mad that I ranked this over Bless the Child. I don't know. Thomas would, because he thought that this was one of the weaker tracks in the album. I don't care, okay? I love this song. I will never back down from how much I love this song. It was my get ready song in high school. I still love it. It still slaps every single time. And yes, it does rank that high for me, okay? Number 6 is Come Cover Me from Wishmaster. Such a banger. I have listened to the song more times than I can count. It's like what you want in the car, you're driving, it's like jam out. Yeah. And then at number 5 we have Dead Boy's Poem from Wishmaster. Do I need to elaborate? It's a friggin' masterpiece and it's beautiful. And at number 4 we have Swan Heart, which has taken the spot of my favorite ballad over all those other ones. There's just something about it. That drum beat, like when the beat drops, it just makes me feel something. Like, even before I really understood the lyrics, I loved this song so much. And like, it always made me feel comforted, I guess. Like, this is a song I'd want on a playlist when I would go to a foreign country also. And then at number 3 we have Nemo. At this point, I mean, I would say like my top 5 are kind of all tied, and especially the top 3 are like basically tied, but I had to split them up. Nemo from Once, it's just perfect. It's one of their big hits, and for a reason, because it's super catchy and the lyrics are really powerful, like feeling lost and alone and like you're no one, and just like the desperation for a change kind of. I love it. And then at number 2 we have Ghost Love Score. Again, need I say more? This is like everyone's favorite Irish song, I feel like. Well, not really. People have favorites from like their future stuff. Oh, and by the way, let me just say this now, like I don't think any of their other songs would hold the torch to this list. Like, maybe Storytime would be like close, but I have said it before, their older stuff is, in my opinion, the best. Like, it never is this good again. So it's not like anything else actually would be on my top 10. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic, but Ghost Love Score is the perfect epic song. Like, there's like 3 different sections, but it all wraps up together and it's perfect. And there's like the whole dancey section. Yeah, okay. I'll give you a minute if you want to guess like what my favorite song is. Like, place your bets if you want. It's from Center Child, Everdream. Yeah, that is my favorite song. And again, like, it is pretty much tied with Ghost Love Score and Nemo, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be this one. I just love it so much. It's like that longing and that hope and that desperation that all comes together so nicely. I have literally lost count of how many times I've watched the End of an Era version of the song. Like, I don't even always watch the whole End of an Era. I'll just watch this. I'll just watch this because it's perfect. Anyway, that was really chaotic, but that was my list. And my ranking. I would love to hear what your album ranking and favorite songs are. If you want to chat in the comments, I promise I'm not gonna roast anyone. Like, I know that mine was kind of controversial, so it's okay if you have weird favorites. And I will continue on with Dark Passion Play next time, so get excited. I'm gonna continue on with the discography. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and I will see you guys in my next video.